Tonight on Season Pass, high school baseball and softball are in action. We'll look around the Concho Valley just ahead. The Angelo State Rams and Rambells also wrapped up regular season play. Highlights from Meyer Field coming up. Also, NBA playoff drama is in full swing. We share our thoughts on the field and predict who will hold the Larry O'Brien Trophy when all's said and done. All this and more coming up on Season Pass.
KLST Studios, this is your KLST Season Pass.
Hello and welcome to Season Pass. I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds. It's win-or-go-home season for high school baseball and softball, and playoff action is heating up in the Concho Valley, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the highlights, starting with Thursday's win and you're in game between Sonora and Ballinger. This game played at a neutral site here in town. The winner of this matchup moves on to the postseason. Bottom of the first game, still scoreless with a runner on second and third for Sonora. John Markin gets Jay Morales looking to end the inning. Still 0-0. Top of the third now, Ballinger leads 1-0. Runners on the corners for Sonora. The double steal is on. Jalen Lopez takes off for second and gets it. Eddie Infante comes in to score. And then through the confusion, Lopez swipes third. Score still 1-1, but not for long. Later in the same at-bat, a wild pitch brings Lopez into score standing up with a stare down of his own. Sonora leads 2-1, and Sonora is in. They take it 7-6. So on to playoff action. Arlington Lamar and Central game 1 in the bi-district round out at Foster Field on Thursday. Bottom fifth, Bobcats up 8-0, 2-on for Hayden Stevens, and he draws ball 4 to load him up. Then a few pitches later to Blake McSecca. He rips this one to right, 2-run score, and that'll do it. The Bobcats win 10-0 in 5 innings. Brady taking on Presidio in game 1 on Thursday. First batter of the game. Pitcher Jason Hernandez able to get the strikeout for the Blue Devils. Still in the first, bases loaded, 2 outs. Cutter Johnson chops 1 to second, a chance to get out of the inning, but a bad throw to first. 2 runs come in to score for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the frame now, Kason Barnett dealing for Brady. 3 up, 3 down. He strikes out the side. Bulldogs able to stretch out their lead later. They win via the run rule, 16-1. Heading over to Crane for Alpine and Sonora. This is game 1. Bottom first, no score. Alpine's Isaac Lujuan on third, no outs. Nick Crespo with a sac fly to left for the first run of the game. Able to beat the throw home, and Alpine is out in front with an early lead. Then after reaching on an error in the same frame, runner on second, Tyler Estrada with a grounder to short. Misplayed by the fielder. Estrada safe at first, and the runner, Aaron Fellows, catches the first baseman sleeping. He's in to score. Top second, 2-0 now, Bucks. And check this out. Crespo, the pitcher, executes the perfect pickoff on Dylan Taylor. Alpine goes on to win 8-5 and go on to win game 2, 7-2 to move on to the area round. Now we head to Hermleigh, where Miles takes on Hawley in game 1 of their best-of-3 series. Bottom 1, 1-0 Miles. Xavier Rodella rips a base hit to right. Robert Ybarra scores to tie the game. Then at the bottom of the second, Dylan Fraser rips a base hit up the middle. Jaron Reynolds scores. Hawley takes a 2-1 lead. Hawley wins big in game 1, 15-3 the final. The Miles season came to an end on Saturday after the Bulldogs dropped game 2, 7-0. Hawley moves on to the area round and will face Ozona. We'll switch gears now from the baseball diamond to the softball diamond. More high school playoffs. Sticking with Miles High School, we've got Miles taking on Stanford. A battle of the Bulldogs here in this playoff match. Top of the third, Stanford up by 3. Brittany Marcia sends one out to left field. Savannah Gonzalez books it home. Lady Bulldogs take a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the frame, Sidney Gutierrez with 3 strikeouts to end the inning. Gutierrez would finish with 18 strikeouts on the night. Yes, 18. Top of the fourth now, Chandley Mueller rips a hit down the first base line all the way to the corner. She turns that into an inside the park home run. Take a 5-0 lead. You don't see those plays too often. Miles, they fall to Stanford. They take it 8-1. Miles' season is over. Another Concho Valley athlete signed their name on the dotted line, committing his athletic career to the collegiate level. Monday belonged to Devereaux Minix, who signed to Sul Ross State University, a Division III school in the American Southwest Conference. Minix led the Central Bobcats in almost every offensive category. In 2019, Minix earned first-team honors on the All-District 3-6A boys basketball team.
It's a great feeling. It feels like I've worked hard enough for it and I deserve it, and I'm just really blessed right now. So I just thank God for this opportunity. From Central, what I learned is that you can never work hard enough, and there's always something you can work on to get better. And it's just the fact that if any little thing in basketball, it matters. So that's what I'm going to take with me to Sul Ross. Really fit in well with the other players and stuff. They were all really nice, cool, and I feel like I mixed well with them.
So Minnick signing his name on Monday. Thursday also saw another Central athlete sign his name. Central senior Brinson Harmon signed his letter of intent to continue his tennis career at the next level. Harmon will be heading to McMurray University in Abilene this upcoming fall. He will also be majoring in health science and pre-med. Harmon said he really likes the atmosphere at McMurray and wanted to continue playing tennis at the collegiate level, and he's excited to take that next step.
I've always wanted to play tennis since I got cut from the basketball team in 6th grade. So I wanted to play tennis, and it just makes me feel good inside to know I can just continue my career in college tennis and not just have to drop off after high school, and I can just keep pursuing that career.
The wait for the Sonora Broncos on who would be their next head football coach is officially over as the Concho Valley coaching carousel continues. On early Friday morning, the Sonora ISD Board of Trustees voted to approve former Rawls head coach Kevin Sherrill as the next Broncos head coach. Sherrill led the Jackrabbits to their first district title in 5 years. Sherrill now takes over a program with 5 total state titles, the last one being in 2000. So a lot going on around the Concho Valley coming up on Season Pass. We'll take a look at the next level in the week that was for the Angelo State Rams and Bells. Stay with us.
Sonic's new Red Bull Slushes. We took a crowd favorite and combined it with another crowd favorite. It's sure to be a crowd favorite. Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull Slushes, half price during happy hour.
That's how thrilled people are when they know they got the best price. The best price. A new 2018 Mazda 3 Touring, $16,900. Or a new 2018 Mazda CX-5, $5 grand off MSRP. The best price is the best price. Jim S. Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Just about every big business in town knows Santex air filters, their service, and their quality. From the SAISD to Hirschfield to Rio Concho, now you can have the same quality air filters and service for your home. Come into Santex's office and buy one filter or buy in bulk, or you can have them make a custom-sized filter while you wait. Santex Services also delivers to businesses as far as Sonora, Ozona, Abilene, Midland, and Odessa. Santex filters and services are trusted by our business community. Let them earn your trust too. Santex for your business and now for your home. Santex Services Incorporated, 64 East Avenue K.
At Mitchell Toyota, we specialize in outstanding customer service before and after the sale.
I would recommend Mitchell Toyota because their service department is excellent. They treat everyone with respect. The value you get for your dollar on a Toyota is exceptional.
You can depend on them.
We specialize in getting you what you want. If it's not on our lot, don't worry, we can get it here for you. We've been your Toyota dealer for over 30 years. Come see the specialists at Mitchell Toyota today.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up.
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The Angelo State softball team finished up their regular season on Tuesday as they hosted a doubleheader against regional foes St. Edwards. The Bells currently sit in 7th in the regional rankings. That's not including the sweep they suffered at the hands of Texas A&M International last weekend. So big games from Meyer Field taking place on Tuesday. ASU taking on St. Ed's in Game 1. We pick it up in the top of the 3rd. Lauren Garza shoots this ball into center field for the Hilltoppers. It's misplayed by Courtney Barnhill, and a run is going to come across the score, 1-0 St. Ed's. It took a couple innings for the Angelo State bats to heat up, but when they did, runs started to come across bottom 3rd, and Hattie Shope ropes this ball into left field, and off the wall, Ashlyn Lerma comes in to score, and here comes the hit train. Courtney Barnhill up now, and she lays down a bunt. The Hilltoppers don't make a play on it as Shope comes across the score. Barnhill safe at first, and ASU doesn't stop there. Since small ball is working, why not lay down another bunt? Karina Rocha puts some metal on the ball. The scoop home is off the mark, adding 2 more runs on the board for the Ram Bells, and they go on to win it 5-1. So the Bells going for the sweep of the Hilltoppers in Game 2. ASU turned it on in the 4th, 2-on for Addie Shope. She bounces it left. Avery Ziegler will slide home to score. Part of a 4-run inning for ASU. And then things got ugly in the 6th for Angelo State. 2-on, Shelby Janda hits it by Hattie Shope. That'll score 2 to give the Hilltoppers the 6-5 lead. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Shope on 3rd. Courtney Barnhill hits it back to Catherine Conley at short. She mishandles the ball. Shope will score to tie the game at 6. The ball just getting the best of her right there. Bottom 7th now. Bases loaded and ASU looking to walk it off. Ziegler rips it down the 3rd base line to score Tegan Kirk. The Bells walk it off to complete the sweep 7-6. The final score. Next up for the Bells, a date with WT in the LSC tournament. So how did Angelo State fare against the number 3 seed Lady Buffs? Well, you see that final score right there. The Bells come away with the upset victory, 3-2 the final score. Megan Hill gets the win in the circle. She went all 7 innings, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits, and she also struck out 7 batters. ASU then took on the number 2 seed Texas A&M Commerce Lions on Saturday in the semifinals, and it was an all-out pitching duel. The Ram Bells collecting only 2 hits and stranding 8 runners against LSE Pitcher of the Year Emily Otto, while the Lions racked up a total of 3 hits, and they took advantage of them. The Lions, they scored 1 run in the bottom of the 5th and added to it in the bottom of the 6th to eliminate the Ram Bells from the conference tournament. Texas A&M Commerce advances to its first ever LSE championship game with the win, while all ASU can do is wait for the selection show on May 6th. The Ram Bells are currently 8th in the South Central region and can still earn a berth into the NCAA tournament by vote. The ASU Rams were in action on Tuesday, taking on St. Edwards. This one in Austin. What a game this was. Down by 1 with runners on the corners in the top of the 9th. Jacob Finke reached base on a throwing error, bringing home Josh Elvire. Then in the bottom of the 10th, the Hilltoppers win it on a walk-off single. Josh Barnett gets the loss for the Rams, and the LSC tournament awaits Angelo State. Next up, the Rams have a bye to start the conference tournament. We'll play the winner of Cameron and UT Permian Basin on May 10th at 3 p.m.